What up, dude? Welcome to the Boss of Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Curt Steele. On today's show, we look at Lions headlines headed into the battle for first place in the NFC North with the Minnesota Vikings this weekend. And you know we're going to touch on that Alim McNeill signing, but we're going to set it to the end of the show. But please do us a quick favor. Like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, man. It helps us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. Man, we're loving the surge with new subscribers. We're on our way to 2,500, and we're almost there, man. We're currently at 2,406 at the time of this recording. But now it's time to bring in my co-host for today's show, man. Y'all know who it is. It's the man who will cook you a meal, cut your fade, run you a fade, coach your kids. It's the Wolverine who?
Coach Mike Jones is going online, fans.
Man, it is Big Huggy from Yagtown, man. Y'all know who he is because the women want him and the men want to be him. LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my dude?
What's up, everybody? Good Wednesday morning.
Man, and it was a Thursday Tuesday on his Instagram page yesterday, man. Hold on, let me take a sip.
Okay.
All right. If you're new to the channel, man, and you don't know how we get down, what we do is we look at Detroit Lions news headlines or takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up. If we disagree, we say they are balled on. We give our takes on why we agree or disagree. No hot takes here, just natural debate and our true thoughts and opinions on what's happening with our favorite team, the Detroit Lions. Now let's look at the topics for today's show. First up is the battle for first place in the North, man. Coach Jones is going to talk about that this morning, man. And I look at the Lions' offensive success is a team effort. And I got some interesting stats to talk about the offense this morning. So we're going to get into that, man. And excuse me, I had to change this. We're not going to talk about a big name DB. We're going to talk about the Alim McNeill signing. So go ahead and we're going to talk about that this morning. So first up is going to be my man, Coach Jones, is going to talk about these headlines heading into the battle for first place this weekend versus the Minnesota Vikings.
So not only is it the battle for first place in the NFC North, it's the battle for the first place in the NFC, period. These two teams are cooking right now, you know. Minnesota Vikings are 5-0, and the Detroit Lions are 4-1, and it's going to be a battle, man. And one of the keys to the game is we got to remind Sam Darnold who the hell he really is.
Right.
Who are you? Okay, Sam Darnold had a Ryan Tannehill-like revelation since going to Minnesota. But we got to remind this brother. Okay, your career was a faulty one at New York. So they traded you up out of there to Carolina. You remember that? Now, Carolina, same thing happened. They traded you up out of there, right? And you go to San Francisco. You couldn't keep you let us know who Brock Purdy is. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy got on the map because you were the bum, okay? And then, last but not least, you want to come on over to Minnesota, and you know what? They do got some weapons. They did surround you with a supporting cast, but you still the same, man. You still gonna throw that pick. You still gonna throw that pick. You still gonna force it. Think your arm is stronger than what it is, or read the coverage late and throw it right over the middle, or misread the man coverage and think it's zone. You are good for that. And we gotta remind you who the hell you really are. Cause you acting a fool in Minnesota, and I don't like that shit. Now, next up, we have to win the turnover battle. Why? Because we're on the road. When you on the road, you have to win the turnover battle. That's just a must. That's very crucial to winning road games, man, because you can grind it out and you can say, "Oh, we run the ball and stick to the game plan and things like that." But if you don't win that turnover battle, it's tough to win on the road. It just is. That's just the way it is. And last but not least, we can't get no more pass interference calls. I'm not saying it's not going to be none for the rest of the year, because there's always going to be pass interference calls. But we can't get none this week, okay? This week we cannot get no pass interference calls. Kerryon Arnold did a good job keeping his hands in check. last game, and Carlton Davis, you got the hand fighting a little bit, man, and Jack Campbell, you got the hand fighting a little bit, man. You got y'all gotta tame all that, man, and no pass interference calls, man, because they do have some good receivers out there, man. We just gotta play them straight up. I don't want to see no zone defense because Justin Jefferson will eat that zone alive. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, man up, man, you gotta have that deep safety over the top of him, man, and sandwich him in. And but we have to win. We gotta do that, man. Those are three keys. Those aren't the only three things that I think will be keys to win the game. Those are the three most important things to me about us coming out victorious on the road at Minnesota. So with that being said, fellas, do you agree or disagree? Can I get a ball up one time?
Yeah, you get a boss up for your man, Curt Steele. All right, man. For this one, I kind of looked at it and I kind of like got into kind of like the weeds. I was like, well, let me see what we're talking about here. Um, Sam Darnold has played well this season. We talked about it, man. However, I think the Lions can speed up his clock. Their interior pass protection is kind of suspect, and I think Alim McNeill, and we're gonna talk about him later, and DJ Ritter can get to Sam Darnold. Why? Because their right guard and centers have issues in pass protection. Ed Ingram, their starting right guard, has a 29.4 passing block grade from PFF. Woo
Yeah.
wee! And the starting center is right around 50, so it's not great. I think the Lions can force Sam Darnold into some bad throws, and then I kind of had to get into weeds again about the takeaway battle. Okay, here we go. The Vikings are the best in the league at takeaways, right? They got 13 of them. But guess what? They also are. They're one of the worst teams in the league with giveaways. They got 9 of them things. So they take the ball away, but they give it right back. So, and the Lions are near the top of the league in both takeaways and they're with 10, but they only got 4 giveaways. And that was those 4 interceptions by early in the season by JG. He turned the ball over, but he's been balling out lately. So I don't think we're going to be giving the ball over to the Vikings anytime soon. Brian Flores said this yesterday, right? He said the Lions are hard to plan against because the offense doesn't have like weaknesses to exploit. So he was looking at it like, hey, how can I attack the Detroit Lions? They're out of my offense, they can attack this weakness. They don't run the ball well, they don't pass the ball well. Well, hell, yes, they do. They do everything well. So it's kind of hard for him to plan against the Detroit Lions. And I have to agree with you. The Lions have to stay aggressive in man coverage. They got to keep their hands to themselves, but they have to stay sticky. But they got to keep their hands to themselves, man. Carlton Davis, he cleared concussion protocol. People worry about him. He's going to be all right. He was actually could have returned to the game in Dallas after getting kicked in the head, but the game was out of reach. So they just like, man, come on, sit down. He gives Justin Jefferson fits in man coverage. You don't believe me? Jefferson said it himself. Google Justin Jefferson talking about Carlton Davis III, and you will see the clip of him saying that that's one of his toughest defensive backs that he's faced in the league. So I'm giving you a big time boss up on those takes, brother. What you got, LL?
Yeah, I got you one of those as well for that name. Pumpkinhead is what we're going to call him on this one. Because, no, I don't believe Sam Darnold is very good at all. He had a decent, month, I guess, of football. He's already starting to show that, what's the little, I don't know, the thing that's be on top of the pumpkin, the stem or whatever it is. He's already showing. He slowly about to go ahead and turn back into that pumpkin. I don't have no faith in Sam Darnold. I do have a little bit of I don't even know if I want to say faith, but I think that the Minnesota Vikings team is okay. Like I think they've been playing all right. Brian Flores, has had the defense playing all right. But I think a lot of that hopefully stops this week. Hopefully there isn't any hangover from recent injuries. But even with that, hopefully there'll be a boost of confidence because our friend just got a new contract. So And that's just the point of figuring what Curt just said about the interior being weak, and we got some strong interior guys. So I think this is the week, whomever you want to call it, Dan Campbell or AG or whoever is out there with a magic wand, and this is gonna be the spell to make Sam Darnold just go ahead, and we ain't got to wait for him to turn back into a pumpkin. He's just gonna turn back into that pumpkin in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to talk about it later in the week because we got to talk about keys to the game. Um, their running game is a little bit hampered too. Aaron Jones don't like he is going to be able to play this game. They went out and signed Sam Akers just yesterday, so we're going to see what they're going to bring to the table. But like the video, Aaron Jones,
right?
Hey,
not
yeah. You like the video, share the video, comment on the video, man. All these things help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. Like I said, thank you guys for all the new support, man. I mean, we've got over, I believe, like 500 subscribers in the last like 4 or 5 days. So thank you guys for joining and being part of the Boss Up Ball Out family, man. Thank you guys so much. Okay, now I said, Curt, what can you talk about tomorrow? What's it? Well, let me look at these stats for this offense, man, because everybody talking about the offense. Oh, man, the Lions can do anything. You look at ESPN, you look at Fox Sports, FS1. All these people are saying the Lions got a high-powered offense, man. It's high octane. But there were some interesting statistics that some people aren't paying attention to. So let's get into this thing right here. The Lions are top 5 in total offense. First, not 3, not but first. And Ben Johnson has this offense humming, man. It's a balanced attack. It's really, really balanced, man. Because guess what the Lions have? The Lions have the number 4 ranked passing attack with 258 yards per game. And guess what's also number 4? The rushing attack, 157 yards per game. So they're doing it on the ground and they're doing it in the air. But I was like, well, let me look at the players to see where they're ranking, because most times when teams are high in the category, they have one player that's up there, that's like really up there top. Like you look at the Ravens, right? They got the number 1 ranked rushing attack, and then they got the number 1 ranked as far as Derrick Henry with the yards per game. But guess what the Lions have? Not one, not another player on the Lions are in the top 10 in yards in their position. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs ranked 14th and 17th in rushing yards on the season. Demo got 351, but it's balanced because guess what Ja got? Ja got 348. That's pretty balanced to me. I mean, you're doing it by committee, but the whole team's by committee because it's almost the same thing with the receivers. J-Mo is 18th in the league with 365 yards. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is 35th with 289 yards. That's like an 80-yard discrepancy. We all know St. Brown had that tough first game with the Rams where they kind of really keyed on him and took him out of the game. But he's been balling ever since. And I was like, well, maybe it's Jared Goff was leading this tack, where it's just so potent. But he's not even top 10 in passing yards right now. He's 13th. And he's 12th in passing touchdowns. I mean, it's just amazing how balanced and efficient the Lions offense is right now. And you look at what we can do on offense, it's one of those things where it's truly, truly where you pick your poison against the Lions because they can beat you in so many ways and different people can beat you in so many ways. So you can't just key on Amon-Ra St. Brown anymore because you're going to have J-Mo over the top, or you're going to have Tim Patrick behind you on a big slant route, or you're going to have Khalif Raymond sliding out, catching a wide receiver screen, or you're going to have Sam Laporta on a flea flicker down the field. I mean, what you going to do? I mean, or, you look at David Montgomery, right? Oh, you just got to worry about him running the ball. No, that dude can catch the ball too. And then you say, well, Ja, he's only a speed back out the backfield, and you got to use him in the pass game. No, he will run through your behind too. I mean, I'm just amazed at this offense, man. What they're doing and the way they're doing it is amazing. This is going to be a nightmare for a lot of defenses coming up, man. I mean, throughout the season, they're clicking on all cylinders right now. I know we're talking. I know we're a little sad about Hutch and all this stuff like that, but this offense, man, it's gonna make it hard for any team to beat the Lions right now. Okay, what you guys got? Because we can score with you, and we can hold the ball with the run game and run the clock out on you. So, what do you guys think on boss up or ball out on the Lions' offensive efficiency? I'm gonna let you go first, LM.
Oh well, I'd say this is a bossed up take, even though ain't no even though I ain't gonna play like that. I was gonna make a joke about y'all friend, but just Curt, you said it all. I ain't really gotta say too much, but look at all of those numbers that my man Curt averaged. It's just we're so high, and nobody's it's not a one man army in any kind of way. Everybody's just putting in on this thing, and that's why it's incredibly well. That's why it can be incredibly hard to stop. So let's see what all that means, or what all of those numbers equate to in the next game against these Minnesota Vikings and y'all's friend Pumpkinhead Sam Darnold. Oh, one thing I meant to say this about Sam Darnold in the last segment, but I forgot. I just talked. Well, we all just said a whole bunch of stuff about Sam Darnold, and wasn't that Sam Darnold that lit us up when we went to Carolina that year with Steve Wilkes and everything? So let's hope that he don't. Let's hope that he don't remember that game. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there, and it was him on Monday Night Football when we thought we were going to come out and blow him out with the interception
when y'all other friend was here
from Nino, and he lit us up the rest of the game. But we can beat Sam Darnold, man. What you got, Coach Jones, on the offense?
Yeah, man, the offense. I just want to let y'all know, especially LL, that the offense is so evenly spread around because
oh my God. Oh my God.
Jared Goff.
Oh my
Jared Goff is spreading that mug around, man. And that's the reason why you don't see guys, especially receivers, logged in like Amon Rise back there, Jamal's back there. You don't see none of them in the top 15. It's because Jared Goff, he spread that mug around, man. He scans the field and he throws it. That's just what it is, man. But I just think the Lions, that's a big surprise that none of them are in the top, because none of them are in the top 10 rankings, and we have a top four offense and rushing and passing. That's amazing. That's a stat that even I was like, dang, really? So that's a boss up take, man. It's just hard to believe that those stats, man. But that just shows you that that's the reason why Ben Johnson really came back. It's because Ben Johnson was like, I can go here or I can work with this. And I think working with this is what kept him from going elsewhere and taking that back.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just really I mean, there is some valid point with Jared Goff. He's spreading the ball around, and I have to give it up to the offensive line as well, because not only are they're in probably they're in the top league in pass blocking and run blocking. So we can run the ball against you, and then we can keep Jared Goff clean in the pocket where he can throw the ball. Man, he had all day to throw the ball against the Cowboys on Sunday, man. Man, I seen one dude say he's back there making a sandwich. He's making a sandwich back there.
Tony Ayo was doing a somersault in his grave right now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Man, get out of here.
Man, he alive. Don't be unalive
and his proverbial.
Okay, I got
sorry.
you. Hey man, I'm a Yayo fan. That's my dude, man. But like the video, that man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Thank you for helping us grow this channel, man. And we're getting close to another growth spurt, man. We're gonna have some things coming to you real soon. So keep your eyes tuned right here on the Boss Up All Our podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. No really debate today, man. It's just some good old fashioned wholesome information about our team, the Detroit Lions, right now. All right, man. We got the last topic. We told y'all to stay tuned to talk about what happened yesterday late in the evening. Everybody else kind of reported on it, but we're gonna do our thing and talk about this new contract for Alim the Dream. What you got, LL Cool?
Oh, well, look at that! Didn't even need to pull it up.
Another big huggy like LL.
Yes. The Dream, my friend Alim McNeill. Seen that come across Twitter, and the first thing I saw, like the graphic didn't really look the best. I thought it was like a fake, story. I saw it was from Uber Sports, and I said, "Oh, they don't usually lie to people like that." But so yeah, and then right after that, I just start seeing it all. I start seing it from Tom Pelissero. What I don't know how to say is that Pelissero, if I'm saying it wrong, from NFL Network, right. and Schefter and everybody else. So I just say, man, congrats to that man. And I sent it to the homies, and one of the homies said they don't blame him, for the Hutch injury, even though we knew that. But he, obviously making a joke. But this is big, man. I will. We all kind of mentioned that when everybody else was getting a deal. I was, we all said that he was probably going to be next. And look at that, he's next. He started off kind of slow, but he had got hurt either in that last preseason game or in that first game. I know he got hurt at one point. He slowed him down a little bit, but it looks like he's working a little bit better. He had 1.5 or either 2 against them old cowgirls down there. For 80, I just want to say this. I'm sorry, y'all. I really want to just say that I really love that happened on Jerry Jones' birthday. I love that so much. Like, of all the things that happened to us in Dallas, I'm glad that happened on that day. I'm so glad. And he was so mad. I know y'all seen it all by now, but he was yelling at the people on the radio. He pissed. I love it. I love it. Look at what we gave him for his birthday. You slimy old person. You. I hope you love it, man.
He had 2 of them things on
right
against Dallas. It was 2 sacks. Yeah.
Right. Back to the contract here. 4 years, $97 million. 55 of that thing is going to be guaranteed. That makes him the 4th highest defensive tackle in the league, or annually, at 24 and a half of them things. Man, that's excellent. Go ahead and send like 10,000 my way, Lee. Man, I probably won't miss it, and it changed my life forever. But congrats to that big man, as you say, that big man, that the dream, as I said, I was in Fort Field Young, the dream. So if you heard me, if you heard that was me. So shout out to that man. What do y'all think about that contract?
Oh man, you know what though? I'm gonna let the defensive line coach go last because he got to bring it home on this one. So I'm gonna take this my quick take, man. First of all, congratulations to Alim McNeill, well deserved, man. I hope to run into you in Raleigh one day. He's from about an hour north of where I live right now. Sometimes I'm up in Raleigh, so if I get up to Raleigh, and what I'm saying, holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying, Alim. But congratulations to him. Well deserved contract. It's just one of those things where I look at it and the Lions are keeping their best players in house. And you look at the David Montgomery extension, and you look at the other extensions in the offseason, and they got other people to pay. And that's why I think that they haven't broken the glass yet on some big contract or a big trade, because they're trying to take care of their guys here at home. But they ain't stupid, so they're gonna address the defensive end position. They already got one guy. What's that?
No, because I forgot Mike ain't go yet. I got one thing that I got a question for everybody at the end.
Okay, yeah, but they brought the guy in as Isaiah Thomas, off the Bengals practice squad. But he's just a depth piece. But to take care of this guy, to get back to Alim McNeill, to take care of this guy is what they needed to do, man, because he's going to be a key focal point in the trenches going forward. And you see how his game just elevated with the addition of DJ Reader, man. He's just gonna enjoy more success with DJ Reader being in the building, man, because they just can't key on him. And Reader eats up those double teams, man. You look at, he was doing some stunts and twists, and I was like, man, Alim is getting up the field on these cats. So it's gonna be some tough sledding for that for what's his name? I think Ed Ingram in Minnesota this weekend, man. All right, what you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah, man, that just shouts out to Alim, man. That's big, man. That just shows you the Lions talent development, man. They are top. There's nobody who develops talent better than the Detroit Lions. Because the fact that Amon Ra got paid, okay, and Alim got paid, big contracts. Those are 4th and 3rd round draft picks, man. And they getting the bag. So that shows you that our talent development department is good. That's the benefit of having player coaches, is that talent development, man. But Alim has transitioned from being a 1 to a 3. Now he can kind of slide, in there every now and then. But his player development is top of the line, man. And I'm so happy for the man. Like, I was surprised when I seen that on Twitter. I was like, what? Like, I didn't think it was gonna happen for the off season, and it just happened in the season, man. So I'm like, man, Detroit, man, we know how to take care of folk around here, man. Shout out to Brad Holmes, man. Ray Agnew, man. They doing their thing.
Yeah, definitely. What you got? You had one more thing to add, LA. What do you
Yeah,
wanted to add?
definitely shout out to y'all's friend Brad Holmes. But so in my head when I seen this, I kind of thought like, okay, maybe they will actually make a move now because maybe they like, all right, we want to make a move, but we got to lock up, McNeill or whatever, or Mac as they call him. So maybe that was gonna be it. But then I thought like, wait a second, because we do still got one more that ain't been signed from from back when, and that's my other dog,
And who was that?
Kirby Joseph. So I guess the question is, what do you think will happen? Well, I kind of feel like I know what y'all gonna say, but what do y'all think will happen?
Yeah.
First, do you think we get
Kurt.
we think we get Kirby extension or maybe a trade for a name that we know?
It's going to be a trade. It's going to. That's the more pressing need because you look at Kirby Joseph was that next draft class. He wasn't the same draft class as Alim McNeill. He was the next the following because remember that was the draft class with Iffy. So that was the defensive back we took in that draft class. He's the next one. So I think we'll take care of Kirby next offseason, during the season next year. But as far as I think it's going to be a defensive end, we're going to get someone in here. It may not be the biggest name, but it'll be somebody we can afford, who will be reasonable, and who somebody who can contribute and fits the culture. Because one thing about Detroit, if you don't fit the culture, you're not going to be here. So, yeah, man, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, man. All these things help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans, just like yourself, man. Do us a favor, man. Follow us on your favorite social media platforms, man. Coach Jones does a great job over there on Wolverine Sports Talk, man. Go check out his shorts. He does a great job. Of course, I post a lot of content from this show on all of my social media platforms, so go check me out over there. And of course, man, LL Cool Torrance be setting the bar high on a Thursday, man. But like I say, it was a Tuesday around this mug, man. But on this hump day, baby, now it's time for our parting shots. What you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah, man. I just like to say congratulations to Alim, man. Wow, that's big, man. And prayers is up to Hutch. I heard he said that he had a clean, successful surgery. So that's another good thing in line. Hopefully he comes back full strength next season. And you know what, man, the Lions, they just got to handle business, man. Keep on that upward trajectory, um, and handle your business, man. Don't take no opponent for granted. That's one thing that I tell my guys all the time, man. We took two opponents for granted this year, and they came back to beat us. So don't take the Vikings for granted, and just go out there and handle your business, man. Be about your business. Stand on it.
All right. What you got, LL, on this Wild Out Wednesday? You know what I'm saying? What you got on there, burrito, baby?
On this Wednesday, man, everything, man. Congrats to Aline. Shout out to the organization, man. This is, we kind of felt like this was coming, but happy Wednesday, y'all. Find everything else. I want to cut mine short because I don't know. I don't remember if Mike got the answer, but if I can, Mike, what you think about the Kirby or a trade? Just real quick, I get.
Oh, a trade. Kirby, like I said, Curt said, Kirby ain't gonna have it until next year. It's a trade. I think they sped up the trade. They sped up the contract with Aline to see what they had left in the bag. So I think that's what happened.
That's kind of what I think.
Yeah, and they could finagle that. They probably will get a little cap space with signing the Alim to the extension. So they may be where they can get some more cap room to add a player this year. But hey, for me, man, one of the best things I saw on the internet yesterday was the little kids that Hutch would go and see in these hospitals and go and visit these kids, man. And we call all carrying around a jug of water, man. And they all had these little jugs of water, man. And they doing tributes to Hutch and telling him to get well and heal up, and he's strong. And so go check it out over on Twitter, man. That's where I saw it, man. It's a great wholesome thing. But because when you put good stuff out in the universe, man, that stuff comes back to you. And the one video that always kind of be around is that when he saw that little kid in the airport with his jersey on, and he stopped and took a picture with him and stood in the top of his family. That was pretty cool, man. So he's a man of the people, man. He's the people champ, man. He be laying the people's elbow. So we're gonna get that people's leg fixed, and he gonna be dropping the people's elbow again next
The people's
season.
leg.
Yeah. Man, hey, you start your day off with us right here on the Boss Up Baller podcast, man. If you have a good day at work, man, spread that joy to somebody else, man, because you never know what a kind word can do for somebody's day. If you ain't having a good day, don't steal no one else's joy, man. But do your man Curt still a favor. Whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my man LL Cool Torch and Coach Mike Jones, this is Curt Steele.